Well, good morning, friends. It's a sunny morning from Broken Arrow. How you doing? It's day 2 of the 90-day video challenge. And I encourage you, friends, to think about it. Think about posting a video a day on Facebook, going live. And when I'm back in Dallas, I'm gonna go live on Instagram as well. But the 90-day video challenge is where you're sharing content, you're sharing an idea, you're sharing a concept. You know, as business owners, as authors and speakers, in this Corona times, we want to stay in touch with our friends and we want to provide some free value. What is some free value you could provide? So I've got a speaker survey sheet that I just created last month, actually, because we're launching on April 1, believe it or not, the Global Elite Speakers Bureau. We're launching the Global Elite Speakers Bureau to help authors that want more speaking gigs. Authors, and I'm tagging a few of our author friends now, since I'm live on the video, some of our authors at Beyond Publishing, some of our authors and friends that are speakers. You know, speaking is one of the best way to get new leads for your business. And during this happened in 2008. And in fact, I was talking yesterday to a member of the National Speakers Association because I knew this stat that in 2008, the money from speaking and for the professional speakers, they lost 60% of their speaking gigs and their speaking income went down 60%. So here's what you can, and those that bounce back strong. Now what happened is a lot of those speakers, authors and experts in 2008 when the economy tanked, either took a corporate job consulting. The smart ones took their business online. And so by the time the economy rebounded, they were the leaders in the online space and they were getting the speaking gigs. Hi, Sue in San Diego. And so what I've got for you today is the speaker survey sheet. That's what I'm going to give you for free today. If you are a professional paid speaker, the going rate, the entry-level retail rate for a speaker for a 1-hour keynote talk is $5,000. So that money's budgeted in corporate. You know, if you're speaking in corporate, if you're doing diversity and inclusion, if you're speaking employee engagement, if you're speaking employee retention, if you're speaking customer relations, if you're speaking corporate culture, if you're speaking in the corporate space, and you can charge $5,000 a speech, you want to follow up with the speaker survey sheet. It's a great way to stay engaged. So if you want the speaker survey sheet, leave me a message and I'm going to share it with you. The other thing I'm going to share with you is I'm going to have coming next week, in about a week, we're going to have a forum on the Beyond Publishing website where we're going to sponsor an author in the next 90 days. That's right. I am looking for an author that is making a difference in the world. I'm looking for an author that's making a global impact, and we're going to take our $7,500 author package of book cover design and editing, and we're going to do the full turnkey publishing of that book in the next 90 days. So the author that has a message to get to the world, but because of the coronavirus economy, is not able to write a check for $7,500, I want you to put the word out. Help me put the word out that Beyond Publishing team, hey Drew, yes indeed, I'm with the family today in Tulsa, today and tomorrow, and my oldest son, my 30-year-old son and I are going to the lake today and visit the lake house today and hang out, and it's going to be sunny and nice. So I'm looking for an author that has a book, has a story, that is making a difference and making an impact, and we're going to create a way to vote. And I should have this up by 7 days from now. And it's the Beyond Publishing author sponsorship. And Michael D. Publishers is sponsoring it and underwriting that. It's a $7,500 value, and it's a nonfiction author that's making a difference and it's paying it forward, giving back, making a difference, making an impact. And we were discussing that this morning with the family. In fact, I wanted to be sure everybody was on board and behind me with this. So those are the two things. If you want a speaker survey sheet to share when you, hey Craig, to share when you go do a speech. Now, one thing I'm going to talk about this week too, coming up in future videos, is how to get free speaking gigs. You know, Zig Ziglar made an impact, and he said you can get anything in life you want, as long as you help enough other people get what they want. And there's something very spiritual about this principle of paying it forward and sowing. And when you give to others, Willie George, one of my mentors, said anytime he needed income, he started looking at how he could pay it forward and give things. And so he had written these curriculums for kids, these church curriculums from the Word of God to help kids understand the biblical concepts. And he started sending this out to churches that couldn't afford it. And he said, I just want to bless you with this. And he was giving it to them. And then all of a sudden his donor base just began to kick in and write big checks at the same time without knowing what he was doing. And so I'm going to ask you as a business owner, how can you pay it forward? This is a time when a lot of people are shrinking in fear, but if you step out in faith and you pay it forward and you plant seeds, look what's going to happen. Your competitors 90, 180 days from now will be out of business, and you'll take over and own market share because you didn't shrink in fear, but you paid it forward in faith. So I'm going to talk about how to get on stages and speak for free, Rotary stages, how to get into speaking on summits, on Zoom calls, speaker summits. A lot of the meetings now are going virtual the next 6 months. You know, a lot of churches weren't prepared to go virtual, and they're hurting now. So as a business owner, as a public speaker, hey, thanks, Drew. There you go, Daniel. I love that. You'll have the link. Our board of directors will be voting, so we'll have a panel of about 10 people on that. So definitely we'll send you the submission link on that. That's great. So be staying tuned for that. And we're going to be talking about how to get free speaking gigs. And you know what? I've got a friend in Dallas that did nothing but speak at Rotary clubs for 2 years. He made $200,000 a year, Daniel, speaking for free at Rotary clubs. But everywhere he went, he sold 30 or 40 of his books. And then it gave him business for his primary business because people knew him. They're like, oh, well, you're a PR guy. I'll hire you now. And so it was a win-win-win. So how can you create a win-win-win where you pay it forward, it gives back, you're giving value. And if you want the speaker survey sheet, message me here. I'll send it to you. Have a great day. Friends with the family. We're going to have breakfast. Mom's making biscuits and gravy, baby. Have fun. Hey, Tab. Good to see you. How you doing today? So that's my content for the day. Don't shrink in fear. Pay it forward in faith. Speaker survey sheet, how to get free speaking gigs, and coming within 7 days is the submission link on getting a book sponsored. Somebody you know. Oh, that's great. Hey, Bella. Hey, Sue. Have a great day, friends. Hope it's sunny where you are. If not, I know you're going to make the sunshine. Love you, friends.